President Trump is slated to meet with big-name oil executives later today to discuss the plan for action for Venezuela's large oil reserves. And the president remained clear last night with Sean Hannity about what he wants these oil companies to do.
They're going to go in. They're going to rebuild the whole oil infrastructure. They're going to spend at least $100 billion. And it's an unbelievable oil that they have and an unbelievable quality of oil and amount of oil.
When they nationalized the oil industry in Venezuela, going back to the 1920s, American companies had invested billions.
We built it.
All of it.
And then it was taken away from us.
Stolen.
It was stolen from us. I just took it back.
Joining me now to break this meeting down is American Energy Institute CEO Jason Isaac. Jason, good morning. It's great to see you. So he said they are going to rebuild the whole infrastructure and spend $100 billion doing so. I mean, obviously, the president has a rock-solid relationship with the oil industry, but there are some understandable hesitations on their part when it comes to all this. So what do you think the outcome of this meeting will be?
Yeah, I think there's a little bit of a shock from some of these oil executives that are hoping to get some of the billions of dollars that they had stolen from them from the Maduro and Chavez regimes over the past. So I think that they're hopeful that there's going to be a return of rule of law and that contracts will be enforced so that they do have that assurance that it's okay to go back and reinvest American dollars into Venezuela. Look, Venezuela stole billions of dollars of assets. They were selling oil to China. China has been benefiting and they're expanding their refining capacity in China, powered by cheap coal, something that we need to be doing here in the United States. But over the last year, for the first time ever, China has been exporting energy, diesel fuel, jet fuel, home heating oil. I'd like to encourage the president to meet with utility executives because they're the ones, you look over the last year, gasoline prices have decreased more than 20%. The cost for utilities haven't, and that is a big driver in the cost of production, transportation, and refining. And it's one area where China is currently beating us. I hope there's some improvements on that front. So please meet with the utility executives, get them to reduce the cost of electricity.
All right, good note there. Yeah, on the utility front. The president says that he wants $50 per barrel. Great for consumers, not so great for producers. What does that number mean to you? What would it mean at the gas tank, and also what would it mean for these producers? Is that a possibility?
Yeah, it certainly is. But I will tell you, the smaller independents that I represent in the Permian Basin, where I'll be later today, are already feeling the pinch of below $60 barrel of oil. I don't think costs can go down much more at the pump unless you get rid of things like these climate nuisance lawsuits that these companies are having to defend themselves against. Cities like Boulder and states like Louisiana that are attacking our American oil and gas companies when those should be set at the federal level, not at the state or local level. And we've got to get the EU off of our backs. Look, Greenpeace won a lawsuit or lost a lawsuit in North Dakota over a $600 million judgment, later reduced. Now they're suing Energy Transfer, an American company in the EU. Energy Transfer doesn't do business in the EU. So this litigation effort is driving costs up for consumers. The Supreme Court can step in and effectuate this and really help the consumers.
I was reading yesterday from one oil industry executive who said that if you are an executive of an oil company, you have to think about protecting your workers from Venezuelans if you go in and start rebuilding their energy, their oil industry. But you also have to think in terms of protecting yourself from a future administration. Do you think that's something that's on the mind of oil executives right now about what happens after President Trump leaves office?
Oh, it absolutely is. Again, they lost billions of dollars in investments when the regime stole those assets. They stole those leases. They stole private property of shareholders in the United States that are pension fund holders. It's teachers, it's firefighters, it's first responders who had entrusted their investments in these pensions, who then invested in Venezuela to have it stolen. So hopefully we can get that private property back into the shareholders' hands of these companies, and they can actually get a return on investment. But there does need to be security and safety for those companies to go back into Venezuela.
It certainly does. So final thought to you, do you think that when all is said and done, these oil executives will sign off on going into Venezuela and rebuilding their infrastructure?
I do believe so. Yes, transportation is a big driver in the cost of oil production and refining of oil and gas. So you bring that transportation cost down by importing oil from Venezuela. It's much less further than having to import it from the Middle East. a majority of our refineries like that heavier crude. So this will be good for those oil and gas companies. It'll be good for consumers and bring some of those other outlying costs like electricity and transportation down.
And 2 points from you for President Trump. I wrote them down. Get rid of climate nuisance lawsuits and meet with utility companies. Good notes on both fronts. American Energy Institute CEO Jason Isaac, we appreciate you joining us. Thank you so much.
Thanks, Carly.
I'm Steve Doocy.
I'm Brian Kilmeade.
And I'm Ainsley Earhart. And click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis.